Hello. It's day 47. Day 47 of learning to read Chinese. We're gonna finish our unit on scholarship, education, learning, what all today. Starting first character, 教. 教 is the way that it's used in this passage here, meaning proofread, examine, or check. But this character is also read 校, which is the 校 in 学校, the word for school. Be a college, university, any sort of school. It is also the word for a field officer or a colonel. 校. Means rumor, error. Could mean blackmail if you use words like 讹诈, which is just 讹人 for short. 讹诈人, blackmail. 额头. 额头 refers to the money that you get from blackmail, and could also just be something that's incorrect, like 讹音 being a wrong note. 讹言. 讹言 is the same thing as 谣言. So here, when 教 means proofread, examine, or check, and 讹 refers to errors, then you're correcting errors. 编. 编, the original meaning being weaving, braiding, plaiting. That's why we got the string, the thread here. It also came to mean like weaving a story, making up a fiction. So that could be like a fiction for a novel or a story, or it could be like a fake story that you're using as an alibi or as part of a smear campaign to defame someone. Any sort of false story. Compiling, writing story, writing an article, a book, a volume. 集. 集 could be a series, or like a season of a show. Although those are also called 集 with a different character, I think. This 集 is more like you'd use for like the volume, each volume in a series. It also means to gather or assemble. So I think, I'm pretty sure for seasons of a TV show we do use the same character as like seasons of the year, like of the weather. This one. But 集 is for series. 编辑 together is a word. Which means edit. I think that's usually what we use it to mean. In any of your menus on your computer or whatever. 编辑. It's kind of like composing and putting together, right? Probably have it in here. 编辑. Edit or compile. There you go. And then 编辑部 would be the editorial department. 编辑 yeah, is a page or a leaf in a book. 书页 pretty straightforward. 稿 originally referred to a stalk of grain. That's why we got this on the side, which from our previous chapter, you might remember, refers to things related to grain. But now we use it to refer to drafts or manuscripts. So any version of a document before its final published version. Could be like rough draft, final draft, proof, any of those things called 稿. And in the rough draft of a manuscript, you'd call it 草稿, where 草 is grass, and 稿 originally referred to stalks of grain. So it kind of related that way, but we use it for drafts in writing. 会 here in this context, using it to refer to collecting and assembling, gathering together. I think because we're talking about like books and compositions and things, and gathering them, assembling them, compiling them into volumes, such like that. Receiver, exchange, things collected, confluence, outflank. See, I didn't actually know this word before I was looking at this. It's probably more like military usages. But it means moving around the side of, could be an enemy, so as to outmaneuver them. Outflank. Remit, money, class, converge, gather together, or assemble. 会 篇 originally referred to like a bamboo slip that was used to write on, script on bamboo. Then became used for poems and songs, like 诗篇. 诗篇 is what we call like the Psalms in the in the Hebrew scripture. A piece of writing, like a small one usually. 一篇文章 is what you would, an article. 一篇诗, a poem. So this kind of brief units of writing. Pages and manuscripts. When you compile together pages and manuscripts, it makes 篇, I guess, something like that. Cool has a lot of uses. Could be a cause, a reason. This used to be used as because, to mean like to be interchangeable with, I think. These are all kind of archaic usages, though. It also means things that are old, like old friends, outmoded conventions, ancestors, stale and outdated things, former, ancient, long ago, dead and gone, things like that. And then it's got another meaning, which is deliberately, on purpose, that we used as 故意 is the word there. here in this context, we're using it for, I think, the from long ago meaning. Meat is a riddle, enigma, or mystery. That's pretty straightforward, just the one meaning. Gung originally referred to a spiny plant or like a prickly, thorny stalk. Then it came to mean to obstruct or hinder. Also mean to stiffen or straighten. These are all kind of similarly extended from your prickly plants. So now we use it upright and strong. That'd be like 耿直. When we talk about a person who's got a strong will and is a strong value system, not to be swayed by this or that. Also used it to mean summary. Not sure where this meaning comes from. I'll later tell the other ones. But it does also mean that. Choke with food. I guess choking with food, that would be kind of similar to obstructing the airway. Gung. I believe this is also one of 2 characters that can be used for jokes. Like puns are called 谐音梗. Comedy bits, jokes, stuff like that. Also uses this character. Yep. So, gung. Depending on what other character you pair it with in the words, it'll bring out different meanings of gung. So, gung gai, which I believe is the one in this unit, gung gai, means the broad outline, the main idea, or the gist of something. Gung se, it's a block or obstruct. Gung si, also the same. Gung zhi is honest and frank, like I mentioned. Gung zhi, gung zu. Most of these are referring to blocking, obstructing, or hampering, preventing something from happening. Gung gai is the one we have. Because gai also means generalize, generally, one and all. But in addition to that meaning, which is the one in gung gai, in addition to that, it also refers to a person's bearing, like a person's manner, the way they carry themselves, the impression that they give off. Gai. But this gung gai or gai kuo is also the same meaning. Gai kuo, sum up. Gai fan, model. Gai guan, a general survey. Gai kuang, the general situation. 情况的况, it's like the situation, general situation. 概率, probability. 概论, 概貌. General picture, idea, notion, concept, 概念. These are all pretty common words. 概念, 概算, 概图. So this is giving a general summary of the unsolved mysteries of old, or something like that. Ban, originally referring to a slab, a board, a tablet, a printing plate, and then also from that referring to an addition, because it's like one print run using the same plate would be an addition, or a page which was printed with a plate, something like that. 在 in this context, we're talking about the meaning put down in writing or describe, which is in words like 记载, recording events in writing. 在 can also mean a year or an age. We've got another meaning. This one is actually the closer to the original meaning that the character itself comes from. Ride, carry, hold, be loaded with, or bear. Specifically, we're talking about loading cargo onto a car or a ship or something like that. You see, you've got a car in here, and then there's stuff loaded onto the car. So that was the original meaning, and that's why the character looks the way it looks. But now, in this context, we're also using it to refer to putting something down in writing. And where is the connection between those two? I couldn't tell you. 登 means to get on a car or mount a horse or ascend or step onto anything. Like step onto a higher level. You can also use this for signing up or registering, putting your name into a record, a roster. It's also called 登录 on any website. When you log in, that's 登录, or 登记 is also that meaning. 登 is also used for putting on shoes. 登上鞋 is how you'd say that. Or setting out on a journey. 登路, 登程. Yeah, so like when you get on the plane to go to wherever, you'd say 登机 because you're getting up onto the and then out on your journey. 登 kan means originally we got on the right a knife, a blade, and this is our stick or what have you. Cut off, engrave. Engraving is cutting into, right? So from that, cutting into engraving, printing plates, and then printing documents, printing publications. So nowadays we use this for periodical publications, journals, things related to publishing. Like 刊本 is a block printed edition. 刊登 publishing in a newspaper or magazine. 刊授 instruction via periodicals. 刊头 is the masthead. 刊物 a journal, a periodical publication. 刊印 is printing for publication. 刊载 carry, feature, print. So all these things are related to publishing, publications, periodicals. That's pretty much the context that we use this character in now. So 版载登刊 talking about putting the stories to print, engraving them into the plates, printing them, putting them out, publishing them. 砖 original meaning of this character is a spindle. That's why it looks like that. Kind of looks like a spindle. Now we use it to refer to specialty or concentration. Specialized, something for a particular person, particular occasion, a specific purpose, like designed for one thing, one purpose, to do one thing. Specialty, concentration. So, like 专才 would be a specialist. 专长 special skills and knowledge. 专长 or 厂 referring to a show, like a performance. 专场 would be a show for a limited audience or a special performance for a specific purpose. Special event, one night only. 专车, a car for private use. Anything special things for a specific purpose. 专经专刊 This is 刊 that we just looked at. A special issue of a magazine or something. 专科 specialized subject, special column, special training, specialty. 专心 is what you'd use for concentrating one's attention to something. 专一 is being single-minded. 专有 is exclusive. You're the only one who has this thing. So that is 专. T originally meant forehead. Actually, any of the words with this in them originally referred to things related to a head. So the way the character was originally written was like a guy with a big head. So that's what it used to mean. And so you see that this used to mean forehead, but nowadays we use this for a subject, a title. That kind of you can explain because the title goes at the head of the document, maybe. It's also used for examination questions, or just questions in general. 问题, I think, would also be 题目. Like your questions on a test. To inscribe. Yes. 问题, which is just questions or problems in general, is also used, this one. 题. Shan, if you look at this character, this over here, this is like a bundle of bamboo slips. On the right, the blade of the knife, you're cutting things out. So it means to delete or to leave out. Also referring to revise, because when you revise, you usually cut things out, replace them, edit them. Bowdlerize means removing material considered improper or offensive. But specifically referring to censorship that kind of ruins the material, makes it weaker or less effective. Like this is a derogatory term. Censoring it that makes it worse. That's what bowdlerize means. But shan is just referring to deleting stuff in general. Shan, another character with many meanings. For 节日 is a holiday. 纪念日, same thing. 过节 is when you're talking about the way that you celebrate the holidays, festivals. Moral integrity. You'd use words like 气节 or 节操. Referring to like an upstanding person with strong principles who does not compromise principles. 节操 节盖 also refers to that. 节 used with various nouns to refer to virtuous people. What else? Climate or other natural phenomena of a season. 季节. 季节 you would call seasons, like something that is in season. It's 季节. Boop, boop. See that? 季, which is for seasons, and this 节, which is for stuff that happens in season. Moral standard, courtesy, symbols. Symbols. Okay. What's that? I don't think this is commonly used anymore. This is though, 节拍,节奏, referring to the rhythm of a song. The rhythms are called 节奏. 节拍, I think is... No, I think both can be used. Generally. Talking about like a rhythm of a song, a rhythm of a conversation, the rhythm of a... anything really. A division. Division. Yeah. A division, like a section. 章节. 章节 would be like a section of a chapter. 音节, section of a piece of music, seasons, section of time, divisions. Like that. A rhythm division. A kind of instrument. I don't know what kind of instrument this is. 拍板一类的. I guess those... used to describe those percussion instruments that are used for keeping time. So that kind of makes sense. 节 is also referred to economizing, saving, restraining, controlling, regulating. So being frugal, being thrifty, that sort of thing. 节省 is a word that you'd use in that context. 节俭 also. 节劳, here this is regulating labor. 节水 being saving water. 节约. So here, I guess we're like economizing on words or something, deleting the unnecessary parts because we only want to focus on the special topic, the specific focus of your scholarly document or talk or whatever it is, presentation. 普 originally meant dusky, but now we use it to mean general, universal, or widespread. This is kind of a funny one if you look at the etymology here. 普. This is our... on the bottom, the sun. And over here we got two guys laying there side by side. And the sun shines on both of them equally. The sun shines on us all. That's how you get this general, universal, widespread sort of meaning, I guess. 遍. 遍 means to have traveled all over. So all over, everywhere, or all the time. So you put these two characters together is another common usage. Pretty common word, 普. You might even say it is a 普遍的用法. 普遍, universal, general, widespread, common. This is also used in names of some stuff. 普洱茶 type of tea. Prussia was called I don't know. Is that even in here? Whatever. Anyway, so 普通 is like ordinary or common. So 普通话, ordinary speech, right, is what we call our standard Mandarin. 普通人, just your average person. The citizens, the people. 普遍, yeah, sometimes you'll hear people say 普遍, but that's actually wrong. It should be 普遍. Liu originally meant water that is clear and deep, also referring to wind. Could be wind that's speedy, wind that blows quickly, or wind that blows softly. Could be either somehow. From that wind meaning, I guess, comes this meaning of glancing over something, skimming through it, or browsing, like reading very quickly and vaguely, almost as if a gust of wind blew over the pages and it flipped through so fast, and you just sort of kind of read it. 刘
请练习今天新学的字。
懒 means to look at or see, enjoy a view, admire a view, inspect, examine, survey. So it could be looking at anything, but especially admiring a view. This is 见 on the bottom, which we use for seeing. It's also kind of a funny one. It's apparently in the traditional and older versions, this bit referred to an eye. This bit referred to somebody looking at his reflection in a bowl of water. So
请练习今天新学的。
浏览 referring to glancing over, skim through, browse. 流量 right, but this is the word. So 普遍浏览普遍浏览 sort of looking over everything. And that is the end of this unit. I want to review characters that we learned today. If it'll let me. Please do not be mean to me. Okay, so I guess the practice modules are not working right now. Well, this is working. Get through these first. You gotta hear this. Let's see if this is gonna work. It's gonna work now. Ah, it's not. Okay, so practicing everything is not working right now. And you get your reviews in. Goodbye.